Marcus Bennett was tired. Not the kind of tired a good night's sleep could fix, but the kind that weighed on a soul. He was a 42-year-old black man, father of two, husband, and owner of a local mechanic shop in a quiet Midwestern town. Every morning, he kissed his wife, Sandra, on the forehead, helped pack lunches for their daughters, and headed to work before the sun fully rose. He loved what he did, fixing things, restoring engines. Hearing the ignition catch after a long repair gave him a sense of accomplishment. He had built a reputation, honest, hardworking, respected, at least by those who took the time to know him. Officer Ryan Caldwell had lived in the same town all his life. White, 36, second-generation cop. He was known for his sharp instincts, or so his colleagues said. Ryan had his own way of seeing the world, shaped by the stories his father told him about keeping the streets clean. Somewhere along the way, those stories twisted, and Ryan's definition of clean grew narrow, skewed, and dangerously absolute. It was a Tuesday when their lives intersected. Marcus was closing his shop when flashing red and blue lights painted the walls of his garage. He stepped outside, hands still greasy, wiping them on a towel. Ryan approached with his hand already resting on his holster. "There's been a robbery," Ryan said curtly. "At the gas station down the street. Witness says the suspect's a black male in dark jeans and a gray hoodie." Marcus looked down. He was wearing just that. "I've been here all day," Marcus replied calmly. "You can check my cameras, I haven't left the shop." Ryan didn't seem interested in cameras. "Turn around, hands on the car." Sandra arrived 20 minutes later, frantic and breathless. Their daughters sat in the back seat, confused and scared. Marcus stood in handcuffs beside his car, trying to explain that he had security footage, that he had receipts, timestamps, anything to prove his innocence. But Ryan wasn't listening. Marcus was arrested. The news spread quickly. "Respected business owner detained in robbery investigation." The headline said nothing about his innocence. Social media lit up with debates. Some defended Marcus. Others used the arrest to confirm biases they'd carried all along. Marcus spent 2 days in holding before the footage was reviewed. It proved, unequivocally, he hadn't left the shop. The charges were dropped. No apology followed. Ryan returned to work as if nothing happened, but the town had changed. Sandra couldn't sleep. Their daughters had nightmares. Business at the shop slowed. Customers looked at Marcus differently. Not all, but enough. Enough to hurt. A month later, Marcus received a letter, an invitation. The town council was holding a forum on community police relations. They wanted him to speak. He hesitated. Then he accepted. The night of the forum, the auditorium was packed. Ryan was there too, seated in the back, arms folded. The mayor introduced Marcus, who stepped up to the microphone with calm resolve. "I was raised to believe the truth speaks for itself," Marcus began. "But sometimes it needs a microphone." He told them what happened. Every detail. Not with anger, but with clarity. He spoke of fear, of humiliation, of explaining to his daughters why their father was dragged away in handcuffs. He spoke of being judged not by his actions, but by his skin. The room was silent. When he finished, people stood. Not everyone, but enough. Enough to matter. In the weeks that followed, things shifted. Small things. A new initiative was launched to improve police accountability. Body cameras were mandated. Community leaders began meeting monthly with law enforcement. Ryan didn't change overnight, but the pressure was there. The spotlight. The awareness. Marcus kept fixing cars, but he also started speaking at schools, churches, and town halls. His story echoed beyond city limits. One act of prejudice tried to define him. He answered with truth, and in doing so, he fixed more than engines. He began fixing hearts.